Hey there, it's Mary again, and today I want to talk about what keeps you in a place of spinning your wheels and being stalled, and how to get out of that. Not just the ucky stuff, not the stuff that maybe you're experiencing here and there in your business, but actually how to move out of that. So the three things I hear from my clients in our weekly calls with the mentorship circle I do, there's three things. One is what I call the unique trap. Second is focusing on what you can't control. And the third is learning. So I'll tell you all about all three of these. So number one is the unique trap. What can happen is you can be looking around your industry and go, gosh, there's all these other people who do what I do. Why on earth should I be doing it? And so once you start learning and you hear from marketing people, oh, you have to understand your value proposition and your unique selling proposition and all of those things, you're like, oh my gosh, I have to be unique. So you can spend a lot of time trying to figure out, how do I be perfectly, totally, entirely unique? And it's very discouraging, because the truth is that there are other people doing what you do. There are other people who are going to be your competition, so to speak. And trying to become out unique them can keep you very stuck. And I was in this place. It was probably 10 or 12 years ago. And I was on this conference call, and my thing was I really wanted to be speaking, but I'm like, gosh, everybody speaks about growing your business. Everyone speaks about this stuff. Why should I do this? There's no room for it. I was feeling very discouraged because I had this burning desire to do something, but also this burning, like, oh gosh, everyone else is doing this. What makes me so special? Yeah. And I was on this conference call, and Les Brown, amazing speaker, amazing motivator, amazing man, he said, there are people out there who can only hear your voice. There are people out there who can only hear your voice. And everything changed in a moment for me, because I knew this down to my bones. Because there had been people, there's a million people speaking on time management or training on time management, but I only really gravitate towards one or two. There's a ton of them out there. I'm like, yeah, your stuff doesn't make sense. You probably have had this experience too, where teachers are teaching on the same subject, but one of them totally makes sense and the other one you think is just a bozo. So there are people out there who can only hear your voice. Stop worrying about being so unique, because you are unique. You may take the same subject matter, but your spin on it, your take on it, your you-ness around it is all you need. So don't let that keep you stuck and spinning your wheels. All right, the second thing is focusing on things you can't control. This will definitely keep you spinning. You start thinking about the economy and politics and how Facebook has changed their algorithm. Those are all things that you don't have control over. So you want to make sure to catch yourself when you're spending an inordinate amount of time on those things you can't control, and focus on what you can control: your mindset, your actions, who you associate with, what you're listening to, what you're reading, what you're eating, how you're moving your body. What are the things you have control over? You've got to empower yourself, because the faster you can shift your focus off of the things you can't control and onto the things you do have authority, control, and power over, the faster you're going to get out of your stall. You're going to get out of that spinning your wheels type of feeling. Focus on what you can control. Right. Third place people spin their wheels. And this is more so before they get to me than so much when they start working with me, because we quickly move them out of this phase. But I think of it as the learning phase. Because most of the people I work with, they love learning. And that's great. We have to be growing. We have to be green and growing and fresh. However, there's so much learning that there's nothing being implemented. And it's understandable. When you're learning, you don't get rejected. You don't get criticized. You have a lot of confidence. You know how to learn. So you're in a place of feeling like the authority, and you're knowledgeable in this area. And so you've got to, when you're learning, and if you have the goal to grow your business and you're learning about it, you have to move into implementation mode. And I had a coach one time, I loved the way he said it. He said, implement as fast as you learn. implement as fast as you learn. And this is what's going to keep you in learning, green and growing, but actually seeing results also. And I know that this is moving from a comfort zone to possibly not a comfort zone, or a place where you might just not have as much confidence. And so this is where I focus with our clients. This is what I think probably my most important job is one of my superpowers, is how do you take your learning, what you bring to the table, what you're brilliant at, and what I'm teaching, and get it into those actions that are so simple, so customized, so leaning into who you are, what you value, who your ideal client is. How do we make them so specific and so simple that you can't help but move forward? That's what we always want to do. So when you're in learning mode, you want to start thinking, get specific. You want to define your action plan. What do you need to do? Where do you need to go? When do you need to do it? What do you need to say? How do you say it? Whatever the learning that you're getting, how do you get it into action? And get really specific with that. That's how we get our clients. That's the number one way we get our clients out of that spinning their wheels mode. So if you're ready to really jumpstart and really move from learning to implementing and getting results, because that's the thing. It's not just about doing and implementing. It's about implementing stuff that gets results. If you're ready for that and want support and realize that you just do not have to go it alone, please click on the button below. That'll lead you to a page where you can schedule an appointment with my team, with one of my top awesome strategic consultants who really wants to see you succeed and wants to see you have a business that frees you so you can be doing your important work, the stuff you love out there in the world, and be getting the results that make the whole business and entrepreneurship life worth it. That's what we want for you, a business that frees you. So please check us out. We're here to serve you. Click on the button below. It'll take you to a scheduling page, schedule a time, talk with our consultants, and we're here to support you every single step of the way.